My name is Robert and I'm originally from Dublin. I live in Kilmainham Wood, which is North Meath on the Cavan border. In 2010 I was losing my home, I was losing my family, I was losing my business. My finances were in free fall, and a long-standing addiction that I'd suffered with for over 30 years had reared its ugly head again in my life. And I was in a really dark place. I used to wake up every single day during that period and I used to say, I am sick of this life, I can't go on. I said to my wife Linda, one day, Linda, I said, we just need to accept this, because I had fought with this addiction for so long, and it had, given the right circumstances and the right pressures, it used to just come up in my life again. I'm not saying that I was out of it for 30 years, but even in my abstinence, I wasn't free. I know what it's like to constantly battle with something, and for it to keep coming up and eventually just wear you down, and you come to the place where you just accept it. So I said to Linda, Linda, we just need to accept this, that this is how our lives are going to be. We're going to have good times, we're going to have bad times, and we just need to roll with the bad times when they come. Linda turned around to me and she says, Robert, she says, I believe in a God that can totally set you free. 2 weeks after that conversation, I cried out to Jesus, and the first thing he done was spoke hope into my heart. And you can ask, how does God speak hope into your heart? It came with a sense of peace. When I cried out to him, I was in such turmoil in my heart and my mind that I cried out to him, that peace came into my heart, and it stilled my heart. Very shortly after that, I was totally drug free. I was prescribed by my doctor 250 mils of methadone a day. I was injecting heroin on a daily basis. I was injecting crack cocaine on a daily basis. And when Jesus set me free, he totally and wonderfully set me free, took the root of my addictions out. No withdrawals. And how do I know I'm free? Because there would have been certain places in the past where I would frequent or go and the battle would begin. Now I can go into those places. Very often I work in a lot of those places in Dublin, and I know I'm free because there's no battle there anymore. And the peace that God spoke into my heart over 13 years ago is as strong as ever. And the life that I lead now is far superior to anything that I have ever lived. My family is safe, my home is safe, my finances are back on track. I did lose my business ultimately, but my whole family life has totally been restored, and I experience God on a daily basis, and the peace and the hope that he speaks into my heart, even 13 years ago, is stronger than ever. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that if I was to step from this life into the next, I go straight to be with my Heavenly Father. That is the hope and the assurance that a relationship with a living God can bring to your life.